is Pyakia from Server 49. Welcome again to a new video of Infinity Kingdom. I'm going to talk today about building your marshes as a first marsh, second marsh, third marsh. First of all, let's talk about the first marsh. You build your first marsh, depends on the element you like, or if you want to counter a specific element or a specific type of players in your server. You can check your server marshes here by clicking on ranking, and you can pick the players you are in the same tier as you, because my rank is kinda low. I'm going to look around my players here. I can check their marshes. As you see here, his main marsh is water, so it's kinda better to collect some informations about the players in the same server as you, to see what to counter and what not to counter. As you see here, he has his strongest marsh as earth, his second as fire, his third as water. If you keep collecting data like that, if you have the majority of that, you have to put in mind if you have a lot of water players in your server, you can build marsh, earth marsh like that. Also, if you want to counter marshes like holy, as I can show you here, we have some of the holy players in our server. So kinda Earth with Genghis Khan, which when it's kinda got built probably. If you can build Genghis Khan in your Earth, you can counter this marsh easily. Also, if you want to, sorry, if you want to counter water healing, wind healing, you can use Genghis Khan in the Earth marsh. So you can pick your element depending on your enemies, and you can build marshes you like. Like here, I built fire because I like fire. My main marsh is earth because I wanna counter some of the water players and holy players. But I have here, as you see, Alexander in my team. Here. Alexander is weak against Thunder, built probably with Ilcid. He counters his physical attacks and inflicts damage on him. So I want a Marsh to counter Lightning because it's difficult for me to build Wind right now. I'm going to counter the Lightning by my Fire Marsh. If I faced any opponent that uses Lightning, I can use my Fire Marsh to counter his Lightning. Then I can protect my Earth Marsh from losing the fight. If I have the fight in my territory, on his territory, but in the PvP in Arena, you fight with your 3 marshes. As you see here, you can pick a fight. If I can lose to this fire marsh when I play with my earth, then I can use my secondary marsh here, the fire marsh, to beat his marshes and weakness his marsh to sustain with my earth marsh. It's not recommended to use your main marsh only in PvP arena, especially Throne of the Realm like that, because you are facing 3 marshes, not only 1 marsh. So you have to build a second marsh, even if it's not big like mine. I don't consider having a big marsh, but I have 2 second main marsh. Like as you see, the bar here is no different, and the immortal levels are not that big. But my power gap here because the element. This is the second thing I should talk about, using the 5 elements of the same element, giving you a 10% HP bonus on all the immortals, the troops you have, and deploying 4 units of the same element at the same time, and your entire troop receives the buffs immortal physical attack bonus 20% additional, and immortal magical attack 20% more additional for every immortal here. As you see, if my Earth Marsh only deployed 4 elements of the same unit, and I'm using Elizabeth. She is a physical damage dealer for the backline, and deploying 3 units of the same element. And in the entire troop will receive physical defense bonus 20% and immortal magical defense bonus 20%. It's better to build marshes with buffs like this. You should consider at least using 4 units of the same element. Using 3 units of the same element will make your marsh more defensive, but won't deal the damage. Also, the 10% HP is so broken. You can get, I think, 10% more HP from the tech by having it 5 levels ahead. Yes, 5 levels, and 5 levels is so important and so takes so long. Um, so don't waste something like that, wasting 10% of the troops HP. You can waste it only if you are going to build a marsh that can sustain, like the Earth Marsh, Wind Marsh, I guess. Some players build Wind Marsh with El Cid or Charles because the Wind Drake gives healing for every basic attack that Wind Immortals can land. So yeah, you can build your Immortals in the Wind Marsh or Earth Marsh. Uh, some of the water marshes also can be hybrid, like having Elizabeth in the water marsh. Elizabeth is so flexy, you can use her in lots of marshes. So having these buffs is so important. At least the physical attack bonus 20% and magical attack bonus 20% is so broken. As you see, this number is so big, even if it's a little. As you see here, my gold artifact for Alexander gives 30, almost 30% physical attack bonus. So excluding a 10% additional, it gives you 20% here from only deploying 3 units. If I have 3 units of the same element, if I didn't receive this buff, I'm going to ignore 20% of the physical damage, and the artifact alone gives 30%. So you can see the difference, even though my artifact is gold. So the normal artifact will give around 22 to 24 normal physical attack bonus, as I have here, I guess, on William. Yeah, 22, almost 22 physical attack bonus. So it equals to an artifact fully charged like here and fully equipped and immortal. I'm going to talk now about the third marsh. What third marsh you should use if you have any weakness in your 3 marshes, like here. I use my main marsh as earth and as a secondary marsh as fire. So my weakness would be a water beating my fire, so my earth can counter water. A lightning can beat my earth, so my fire can beat lightning. But I noticed that I face lots of earth marshes, so I want to beat earth. That's why I built a kinda lightning marsh. It's not completed yet, but I'm going to complete it so soon to counter or weaken the earth marshes. To fight earth marshes, you have to put in mind that you have to face Alexander or Cleopatra or Elizabeth, so you should counter the physical damage coming from both of Elizabeth and Alexander using the artifact physical defense bonus. And as you see here, I'm going to pick a random fight of someone using, as you see here, I lost to him, but even though I won my defense, he's using fire as me and using earth as me. So sometimes my earth beats his earth, and my earth kinda wins his earth. It's situational, even though his dragon is 47. So I have to put in mind to build my third march is lighting, because his second march is water, or third march is water, but my fire keeps beating him even with uh, little immortals. 2 immortals can win his his water. So I have to put in mind if I can beat his Earth and he kinda beats my Earth too, I have to weaken his Earth using my lightning or wind marsh if he's not using Khan. So building Elizabeth in the Earth March, same as me and him, would be a good idea. But if I wanna really win easily, I have to build Lightning. That's why I'm building Lightning right here, and I have to test and measure what to use, Lset or Richard. So I have to use here Lset instead of Richard with Peter and use proper skills using Hammurabi, upgrading the dragon a bit to weaken any earth marsh that my earth marsh can't beat easily. The earth marshes are situational using Cleopatra with Elizabeth, using Cleopatra with Zenobia, Cleopatra alone with Khan, Elizabeth with Zenobia. There is a lot of options in the back line because the front line are not that enough, but Charles can protect everyone. Alexander can deal front damage. Elizabeth can snipe on the skills when it's put right, or also using the skill sniper is so broken. So we have to put in mind what to use in the first march and see what are the weakness that we can face and use it to weaken the first marches we are facing. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below and see you later.